All right. What is up, YouTube fam in the building? As you can see, we are back on StreamYard, baby, and lovely to be here. Please drop for me in the chat if you are here. It is time. Let's get into it. I have a whirlwind stream for the crew today, and I do want to hear from your alpha too. So please do not be shy. Let's get right into it. And before we even start with the charts, thank you to everyone for being here. I so appreciate it. Let's give away some USDT. Winners from the last stream. Amana, well done. Crypto Cupcake. McCall, Valentine, congratulations on your trading funds from me and from Bybit. And one step closer to the moon. Well done, well done. All right, so please check out the links in the description. Make sure you are under my link if you want to receive bonuses from the streams. And there are some awesome South African campaigns as well as larger African campaigns. So please be sure to check out the links. I'm going to make this a very quick to the point stream. You can see there are setups on the chart. Things are hot. We cannot sleep. All right, so I'm going to get straight into it. Let me check the chat. Oh, the crew is here. Amana, Valentine. Oh, lovely to have you, Mr. Valentine. Damien, and Last Kid, if you are new, let us know where in the world you are. How long have you been trading? I like to know each crew member. And are we loving the StreamYard? Let's go. I think I will drop a referral link into the description of my videos from now on because StreamYard is just so awesome, so easy to use. And let me know, is my voice clear? Is the music too loud? How are you feeling about the setup? And let's go straight into it. There are two major BTC plays I'm looking at right now. I am not in the trade. I see a lot of people looking for the short from this level. Even the moon threatening to open the short. He's probably opened now. But remember, that is not the OG place to open the short. The OG place to open the short is at the top of the macro range. There are bullish factors in the macro right now. We are actually at the bottom of the range. And I'm going to talk about the bullish factors, the bearish factors, and I'm going to talk about these trades. All right, so the first one, 60,500. Pretty much where we are now for the entry. And remember, it actually looks like there is a bull coming in. So this looks like it could be an entry. This is the more aggressive entry with some leverage. But remember, manage your leverage enough so that you can actually have this stop where I have placed it. And you do not have to enter perfectly here. You can be a bit more patient. This is a zone. And the lower into this zone you enter, the better your trade will be. And you can see why I've placed the stop right there because it is below the previous swing low. All right, so that's the simpler trade, the more aggressive trade for the more experienced. And we just cannot deny that we are at the macro value area low right now. It's hard to sleep on the buys from here, right? Because we've seen it. We've seen the buys from this zone pushing us up 16% to the actual value area high, to the actual OG place for taking the shorts. And so beautiful to see. I mean, the Solana pump in and amongst the madness. Let me know if anybody got the Solana. And well done to my mate Sheldon Sniper. $46,000 realized. Bam. Actually smashed on the Solana long trade. And it just shows you're trading a couple else. You're getting your consistent profits. Every now and then, one of your ideas is going to seriously spark off. And that's why you never close the trade fully until you see it going against you. You always leave something in the trade to run. All right, then the second position, which for me is looking a lot more interesting. I know a lot of traders are looking for this first position just so we get a little bit of a bullish push, at least the daily POC. But the actual move for me is down to this previous 0.618. And that to me looks like a very juicy zone. You can see where my stop area is. And you can see the larger support on this trend line. Very important. Go back in time. Have a look at the last time that BTC actually broke out. And you'll see that it is that trend line, which is our actual bull market support. And this is why I've given quite a big stop here. We still do have a good risk to reward ratio. This is why we are looking at bullish trades. But remember, this is a big risk zone. If you're going in 100x here, you will need to put your stop very close, very tight. If you're going in on a lower leverage like 25x, something that I'm thinking about, then you can entertain this kind of a stop, especially if you are on cross margin. And remember, cross margin is for the more experienced. All right, look at that. Lovely to see the crew. Oh my word. My whole crew is here. I'm thinking of doing a stream around this time every single day. Let me know if that is a good idea. Otherwise, definitely on a Saturday at this time because I'm feeling it. Everyone's here. Oh, Jess in the building. I see Kiruben. Oh, okay, so I must make a shout out to Kiru, our man in KZN, our Bybit man in KZN. Massive things coming. And if you are in KwaZulu-Natal, Durban area, look forward to some events towards the end of next month. And you can see the smile on my face because going to Durban is like going to a tropical island. All right, so it is the next trade that I really want to talk about. If you are a newbie, don't worry right now. I'm not really worried about this smaller long trade. And yes, this could be it. This could be the long trade to the moon. But this is the larger play I really want to look at. And this is a trade that we can enter together as a community. And let's just talk about it. All right, so right here, this entry that we have been looking at, I am now looking, because things are not looking the most bullish on the higher time frames, I am looking for the bottom of this range for a sniper swing long entry. And there are very specific factors that I'm looking at for this entry. I should probably even note them on my chart. That's what I'll do. I'll note them on my chart. I might even drop a tweet. But look at the zone. It is from 56.5 at the bottom of the 0.61 meter. It is also the chicken drinking water pattern. The lovely chicken drinking water Jason Casper pattern. We can see the liquidity is here. Something interesting is going to happen here. And we might get one of these deviation wicks, these manipulation wicks down to this beautiful level. And this is why I have placed my stop below this support. I do think this support is going to be strong support. And it could be, let's say, boom, boom, that volume we need to create the bullish divergence. This is the major play I'm looking for. Remember, a bullish divergence is a higher low in momentum. While we are getting, so it would be something like this. While we are getting a lower low in price. So remember, higher high in momentum, upward sloping angle, lower low in price. And this is looking like a big brain play. Just remember the stop is big. Do not ape in and use a stop. Never have a trade without a risk to reward. All right, so the entry triggers for this larger trade that I'm looking at. And we can see it is a good risk to reward ratio, even up to the macro value area high. And then who knows? This could be it. This could be the moonshot that we need to send Bybit to 100K. Not financial advice. 85K pit stop, 100K, let's go. I first think we need to see some actual blood. So you can see for my leverage trade, I have a stop here. Because if we break this level, for me, there's going to be real blood. Like blood down 42K, 39K, and then I would enter again. Remember, it's only 3% max of your portfolio that you are putting into each trade. So it's okay to get stopped out and restart your position. It's very hard to hold a swing all the way down here. I hope everyone is following. All right, the specific entry triggers that I'm looking for this trade, of course, are the bullish divergences. And for this one, because it is slightly larger time frame, it's daily, we don't need to start all the way on the lower. If you do want to snipe this properly, start on the lower time frames. Look for the bullish divergences literally coming in on the 12 minute, the 24 minute. And then when you see the hourly, the 4 hour, and the daily, those are the main ones for confluence that we really need. We need hourly, we need 4 hourly, and we need daily bullish divergence to enter into this trade. I hope everyone is following. Do not enter until you see it on those time frames, because we can eat, and then as the divergence comes in is where your sniper wick entry will be. Okay, so first of all, we're looking for the bulls, the bullish divergences daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. We're also looking for the daily candle close. So just remember, we're trading the daily time frame. And this is the level we are actually looking at. It is the previous Fibonacci golden pocket. Let me quickly show you. It's the easiest thing to do. Fibonacci retracement from the bottom of the zone to the top of the zone. And we can see it is our larger zone Fibonacci golden pocket. And you can see here I'm entertaining this lower area within my trade because we have already bounced from this golden pocket. This range has already given us a crazy golden pocket bounce. So this could be something more sinister. There could be a large fake out of the longs. A large fake out of the longs here. It would make sense. All right, beautiful. We are moving through time. Let me know if you are enjoying. I see so many messages coming in. And Kiru, please do let us know your alpha. I know you are trading. I know you are running a whole crew of traders. And thank you so much for joining. I want us to really group our alpha right here on this channel. Group our alpha and become the most powerhouse crew we can become. All right, so what I want to quickly chat about here are the larger sentiment factors, the fundamental factors right now that are influencing this trade. Why I have put the stops where I have, why I've put the risk where I have. First thing, we're at the bottom of the macro range. So if we pull out the macro range fixed volume profile, as I have said, we are in the juice box zone. So this is a zone that technically we look for longs. Most of us know longs are below the value area low. Within the value area low, shorts are above the value area high. And just beware, I've said it many times before, this value area low is huge. So if you are going to long here, just be ready to manage your risk all the way down to the bottom. I hope everyone understands that. So this is actually a bullish factor on the macro. Another bullish factor, we are having hidden bullish divergences all over the place. Here on the daily, we can see it coming in. And look, oversold. Look at that. Upward sloping momentum on the RSI. We are getting downward sloping momentum on price. They are starting to come in all over the place. All right, we are also in an uptrend. On the macro, we have not put in the lower low. So technically, this is still higher high, lower low. Oof, threatening. Who knows? Is that a lower high? It all depends on this. If this makes a lower low. All right, I hope everyone's following. And take a look at the 4 hour, take a look at the 1 hour. I'm just going to make it very quick. And another bullish factor, of course, there is a good risk to reward ratio. And we are also oversold on the daily. So there are these bullish signs, but let me go into the bear signs. And there might not be as many bearish factors, but they might be more important. So please do keep these in mind. The monthly, the weekly, and the daily did have bear divs at the top of the range. So just take note, there was a bear div at the top of this range. Here too. Take note. And the weekly, let's see, I hope this isn't too messy. Look at that. Look how down. Wow, this is epic. This is epic. Look at the weekly. All right, so it's plain to see here. We see momentum actually making lower lows here. Boom. And there we see price also lower low, but much higher angle than momentum. And you could even threaten it's like that or like that. I hope everyone's following. The momentum seems to be a much lower angle. And the monthly is threatening the same thing. All right, so the major thing here to take note is that the higher time frames are looking bearish. So just limit the amount of risk and margin, etc. that you do put into this trade. I hope everyone's following. And that is it on BTC. I want to keep it very simple there. Please let me know right now in the chat. Are you following on BTC? Are you with me? Hey, Miguel in the building, monthly bearish divergence. All right, so that was the other one I wanted to look at. So let me go to the monthly chart. Oh, Mr. Bitman bringing us the alpha. Thank you for joining my stream, my brother. What an honor to have you here. I know you are in the midst of so much. And here we go. Let's bring this up. Look at that bearish divergence on the monthly. And we can see on the monthly, it has just continuously been going down. And sure, I mean, on this exchange, we can see that there is slightly lower price. But if we had to just make a higher price here, just be aware that would be a huge monthly bearish divergence. Well, let's go to the monthly. Let's open it up. There we go. Okay, so this is huge. Miguel bringing the alpha. Thank you so much, my brother. We cannot sleep on these larger time frames. And look how we are just sitting in this previous all-time high resistance zone. All right, so this is clear as day. Look at that upwards slope in the higher high on price and a very clear downward slope in momentum, even from all the way back. This is interesting. All the way back at previous all-time highs. Look at that. We had much higher momentum. We're actually creating a bear on bear on bear on bear all the way from the previous bull markets. So this is quite scary. Let's see if we can draw out a trend line here to find some kind of actual resistance. It looks like we could go a little bit higher. And imagine a little smaller, little bear there like this. Maybe like this. Yeah, boom. All right, so you can see here on the monthly where my golden pocket is. And Bitman and I are very much aligned for this golden pocket. So just be aware, larger time frames are very bearish. What I'm doing here with these longs are much smaller little swing plays. This is going to be a position trade. A proper swing trade with higher margin. And wow, that's going to be fun. All right, so before I do anything else, I just want to talk about Solana. And this isn't going to be a long one. How long have we been going? Look at that. We are already, moving through time. But let's just quickly talk about Solana because I think it's interesting. So on the monthly, we can just see huge pump squeeze in the symmetrical triangle, trying to break out, not quite managing, and just so much respecting this line. It looks like there has been a little fake out below here, so beware. Be aware. And oh my word, well done to those traders who did enter at the support like an OG. I saw Sheldon Sniper realize $46,000 last night. And well done. This is where we're going. I mean, beautiful trade. And you could see he was struggling with the greed. He was thinking, is this going to moonshot? He was struggling with the greed. And well done that he took the profits. It's a very powerful characteristic to be able to take profits. And look at this hammer that came in at support. What an OG trade. And we can just see this upward sloping support was the place to enter. And it is losing momentum, this support. I would say we could see a breakdown below here. But wow, this trade was just so nice to see such nice profits realized. And what a nice guy. He's probably going to go and buy a car for someone in his community who's struggling or something like that. And I just want to show you my play here on Solana. It has been so awesome to see the DCA bots, and this does take patience. You can see here 345 days I have had this bot running. And you can see here it is at an average buy price of $33. The current price on Solana is $142. This is a 329% PNL on my margin. That is not an APY, that is not per year, that is an actual P&L. And you can see how the DCA structure plays out, how the patience works out. Am I right or am I right? And look at this right now. This is crazy. We are so bearish on the monthly and on the weekly. But then we are actually in proper fear. Are we going to see extreme fear here? From last month, greed. Last week, neutral. Yesterday, neutral. Now, actual fear. So please, in the chat, let me know your sentiments. And I've been loving the crew actually recapping the videos after the chat, after the live. Drop any comments and let's actually have a conversation about the content in the chat. I mean, this is so interesting. Solana is so low on the fear and greed indicator. And actually overpumped. I mean, this is actually super bullish for altcoins in the long term, in the long risk managed term. All right, so if you're not in the Solana trade, do not hop in at the POC at the middle. Remember, this is the area for shorts. This is the area for longs. And right now, actually, it's come to the point within the squeeze that you just wait for the breakout and the retest to either direction. You do not enter on the breakout. You enter on the retest and you will get a better entry. All right, I hope everyone is following there on Solana. I want to so quickly look at BTC dominance because I think it's very important here on the larger time frames to just see what's happening in this channel and to see how alts have just the best time ever. As soon as BTC does a dumperoonie, we see some alts flying. It is the catalyst. Remember, BTC dominance coming down while BTC is going up. Even if BTC is neutral, as we've seen, and BTC dominance comes down, alts fly. If we see BTC dom come down and we see BTC actually catch one of these longs, it's going to be a catalyst for a very nice altcoin rally. Okay, before we go into the alts, I want to go into a little alpha section. I want to keep these alpha sections going. And this one for me is a little bit of a question. So, oh, Damien in the chat. Up and coming natural. Let's go. Sol, maybe the trade on lower high, BTCD looking good. Interesting, lower high. Oh, I am loving this Saturday stream. Thank you everybody for being here. All right, so what I want to do now is pitch this to the group actually. So we all know what happened with Notcoin, right? Everyone knows what Notcoin was. We can look at what's going to give us the longest time. Where was it listed first? But anyway, look what Notcoin did. And what Notcoin was actually a tapping app. I think one of the first. Did 2,300% in 1 month and was pump and dumpy. Remember, I actually think maybe this next alpha is going to wreck this because it's pretty much the same thing, but it seems to be more planned out on a higher level. And we see Bybit actually pushing it, listing it. So let me know, is this serious alpha that is going to absolutely melt faces like Notcoin did? This is called TAPSWAP. And the cool thing about this is that you don't have to tap. I mean, I'm a trader, so I've been thinking like, what are these tap games? Why would you want to sit there tapping? I would rather be trading. But now apparently, we can see right here, Telegram. There is a Telegram bot. Where is it? Right here. Anyway, there's a Telegram bot embedded in the game which allows you to mine the tokens without actually tapping. So just let me know, is this the alpha? Is this going to absolutely cruise? Because then let's trade it. Let's trade it like Notcoin. We can see that any IDO on Notcoin, this is a different exchange, but any IDO, I mean, 3,900%. So let's get in on those campaigns on the alpha, on the airdrop, and then just remember to take profits as you go up. This does seem like one of the more sustainable ones, but remember to take profits. All right, so it's time for altcoins. We are already having a longer stream than intended, but let's do it. Let me just tell you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Link, ADA, PEPE, NEAR, XRP, Avalanche, FTM, OP, and Manta. So please just drop for me in the chat. I am in the chat. Drop for me what do you want to look at. It doesn't have to be in my list, but my list is Link, PEPE, XRP, FTM, Manta, ADA, NEAR, Avalanche, and OP. All right, the link to that article. All right, let me drop it in the chat. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people were saying, is this even legit? Of course, if Bybit posts it on their Learn platform, it is legit, peeps. This is looking to be some serious alpha. And how nice. All it takes is to be in the Bybit community to get this kind of alpha. All right, bingo. Interesting. DCA looking good. It is indeed. A lot of people tapping. All right, PEPE. So PEPE is on my list. Let's have a look. I know Bitman is killing PEPE. I know Clement is killing PEPE. Let's get at it. All right, so as you can see, personally, I am looking for a break, right, of this channel. So let me know, do you have any other insights on this? I am looking for a break down below this support to this actual liquidity zone. Just because this is PEPE. It doesn't have to not have the major dump. I don't think it has the use cases to keep going up this steeply. And that is my personal play. This would be a short, and then this would be the long. And we can even quickly draw them in there. But remember, it could of course change because It's upward sloping. So it could be anywhere around there. And the long, this is a scary coin to trade. So please, newbies, just be careful here. And I know the scalpers, the experienced scalpers are making money. But yeah, this is really for the more experienced. So just take it easy. All right, so let me quickly look at Link. Because I think Link is one of the more chilled coins. It's okay to trade if you're an amateur. PEPE is much more easier to get wrecked on. All right, and the only scary thing here, I mean, we are seeing this on lots of altcoins. We're seeing this also kind of on BTC, but just be a little bit careful here. Because what is this? What is that? That is not a bullish. That is not a bullish pattern. All right, so that is an inverse head and shoulders. And you can't really get much more to the T that this is the pattern that we are seeing. Of course, it does not have to play out, but just be realistic here. And for me, this is so juicy because it means we could get some really nice buys on Link. I don't really think Link would come below, but just remember what happened on the total 3. What is happening on the total 3? Go back to the stream, the previous stream that we were looking at, total 3. If that does happen, if we fall off the cliff on total 3, this could happen. Total capitulation on alts down to their floor levels. All right, that is slightly larger time frame. Let's look at Link. There is the opposite bullish perspective here, of course. So if we just look at a slightly lower time frame, the daily, keep in mind your lower liquidity. So this will always help you to be realistic because we know on the weekly it's looking pretty deadly with that inverse head and shoulders. All right, so then first, of course, draw in your support so that you can candle read. Remember, to candle read, you always need to have your most significant support and resistance levels because otherwise your candle reading will really run you in circles. And as we can see, look at that dynamic resistance broken, not yet tested until this level. Very important. And now it looks like we are threatening to either fall below it or get the nice bounce from it that we have gotten in the past. And this is scary because this actually looked like a dead cat bounce right here, when actually it was just a coiling under resistance. And we can see a kind of similar thing happening here. This looks like it could be a kind of fake out below this line, a retest of this line and an actual long. So I'm going to keep my eyes here on Link. I'm not going to enter right now. I might enter a little bit of a sneaky trade on my personal account just because we are sitting at support and it was a little bit of a fakey last time. Not really, but it looked like a dead cat bounce and then it was a long. So I might entertain the long here just up to that resistance. And remember, again, the major play here is to just look for the breakout and then the retest in either direction. All right, so drop your alts for me in the chat. We've done 2 of my alts. LFT, PEPE. All right, Ondo, let's go. Near, okay, near. I will do PEPE. I mean, I will do Ondo and LFT, but I'm super into near right now. I really want to catch this. And we can see it's pretty much the same thing that we're looking at here. Look, it is a long. It is a little bit of a support area for a long, but it is rather late. Remember, these symmetrical triangles tend to break out. I mean, in Forex, they say up to 80-75% of the triangle, and it should break out. In crypto, we can coil right into here and then break out. So again, a little bit of a long. Remember, this is not a bullish divergence because we have a low in price. So no bullish divergence coming in yet. We're seeing the same angle on momentum as we are seeing in price. If anything, it is major support. All right, we're doing well. What should we look at? Jupe. Okay, I've been wanting to look at Jupe for a while, and please let me know the actual fundamentals on Jupe because I don't know the fundamentals on Jupe. I like to know the coins that I'm trading. This looks very juicy. This looks very nice. Okay, so just beware here on daily. It's not an entry zone where we're too much in the middle of the RSI to enter into a daily trade. So just remember to be a sniper here if you are looking. And let's just see here. We're not really getting the bull here on the daily. There was the bull. Okay, so don't hop on a moving train. But here, where we see lower price, at the same time as higher momentum, that was the bullish divergence here on JUP. And that was the OG entry into the trade. We can see here, beautiful hammer on the 4 hour. And this is why I say you need to draw in your support. And this is almost like, it's just a beautiful fake out here. A beautiful fake out, and it told you it's a fake out. It gave you Thor's hammer. And of course, remember, it's never just a line. It's always a zone. It is always a zone. So give it a little bit of time. And look at that wick. It told you Thor's hammer is in the building, 25% up in 3 days. So we can see this is an asset that we can trade, but right now just be patient. It is a no entry zone here on the 4 hour and the daily. We are right in the middle of the RSI. All right, so let's go. Oh, last kid. I'm so glad you're enjoying. I'm loving these streams. Let me know, can you hear the music? What do you think of the music? I think I might need to start it again. This is my first time on StreamYard again for a while, but wow, it is just such a lovely experience to stream on StreamYard. And let me know if anyone does want a referral link. Are there any streamers here? I will put it in the description. By far the best streaming technology. I've used them all, and they are all so glitchy. And so much time and energy that goes into setting up a stream. StreamYard is 2 clicks, bam, kaboom. All right, let's go. Near, beautiful, JUP, ICP. Okay, so ICP is a crew that I'm actually in contact with. The ICP Hubs crew. I'm quite tight with the leader of the ICP South Africa crew. And honestly, I think this coin does have use case. I think this coin is a buy for the future, not financial advice. They're OG. And I mean, look at this risk to reward. They were the ones who did that 24-hour Twitter space. So first they set up hubs all over the world. So they had about 20 different countries with the hub, a Twitter hub. And they did live physical events in each one of those countries. Then they did a 24-hour Twitter space. And it actually broke records. It was the longest Twitter space. And they did end up breaking Twitter eventually a few times, but they ended up getting something silly like millions and millions of views because the stream was so long and it was in so many different countries, and basically every hour it switched over to a different country and stuff like that. I mean, it was a game changer that had not been done before, and I love stuff like that. And we can actually see that there is a squeeze happening here. This does look like an accumulation zone to me. And if anything, DCA, this is the DCA zone. Because if you do buy here, if you bought here at all, you're sitting in profit from any of these buys. Your lowest buys would be 187% in profit. And if we just look at the risk to reward ratio on this coin, on this trade, whether it's spot, whether it's swing, leverage, whatever, it is massive. From right now, it is a beautiful 697% with a very nice risk to reward ratio. Let's check it out. If your stop is below the floor and give it a bit of space, remember capitulation might send this coin far down, but there we see the risk to reward not looking terrible. 1 to 6.8. All right, so I just got confirmation. I'm really excited. We have a metaverse game designer with one of the most killer meme coin games about to hit the market. And he has agreed to come on my channel for a special live stream about the launch of the game. So let me know if you are excited. I will keep you up to date. And thank you so much, everybody, for just being here with me every day. Absolutely lovely. All right, Clement, I will DM you. Oh, it's so worth it. And I think we both get something if you sign up under me on StreamYard. I think we both get something, which is awesome. All right, one last altcoin. What are we looking at? XRP, FTM, Manta, OP. Let's quickly look at OP. And drop for me your alts. I know I have missed a few. We will do a longer altcoin stream this week. And please let me know. I'm going to also start with some streams about Bybit products. So how to just start beginner stuff. How to spot trade, how to use grid bots, how to use DCA bots. So please in the chat, let me know which products you would like me to cover. Wow, this is awesome. Look what OP has done. This is so beautiful. So here we see the megaphone structure that we talk about when a new giant comes into the market. So very nice to see that OP entered the market and it became a giant. This is the megaphone. It shouts at the world. It says, I am here. And wow, look at the run it did from support that we are almost at now. So very nice symmetrical triangle, massive breakout on the daily. We can even see that if you were really following this, it looks like you could have caught this symmetrical triangle breakout. Look at that. Woo. Look at this angle here, giving you this breakout with a retest. Oh, so many bullish candles coming in and then just destruction. And now we are only back down to that price and we can see a very nice liquidity zone here. Very nice hammer that we have now fallen to the bottom of. So for me, this is a cool play. This is quite juicy because as we can see, there is just such a nice risk to reward here. So I'm going to quickly draw in the trade. Even if we enter, just be patient, enter from this actual line. So you can see how this support line now carries on. And for me, we've been front running it here. We have not yet hit it. So I'm going to just put my long position somewhere around here. Boom. And there we can see the target and just give it some play on the stop because it's a mammoth and don't ape in. All right. I think it's been an awesome session. All right. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Last Kid. Oh man, look at this. Aldo, Kingdom Tech. All right. So please remember. Oh man, I've had that banner running for so long. I'm still getting used to being on StreamYard again. But yes, lovely to have everyone here. Please remember to drop your comments if you do want to be involved in the live stream giveaways. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here. The chat has been hot. Please let me know if you have any feedback on the channel, anything you would like to see on the channel. I am thinking of doing some more lifestyle videos. I am thinking of doing some videos on property investments in general, not just crypto. Let me know if you would be into it, if you think it would be good. And wow, from me, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I think we will call it a day right there. Remember to touch grass for your psychology. Remember to get your sleep in, exercise. Now I'm preaching. And of course, always play from a position of power and strength. Use your stop loss and do not get wrecked. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Smash the like button, share the stream, and I will see you tomorrow for our educational session in Private South Africa. Much thanks, much love, and goodbye.